Should you file for a fiancé visa or a marriage visa? Hi everyone, I'm attorney Hashim Jeelani, principal at Jeelani Law Firm. Over the last 10 years, Jeelani Law Firm has successfully filed thousands of immigration cases with agencies throughout the United States and overseas. The topic covered in this video assumes you are not yet married to your significant other. If you are married, watch our video titled, How Do You Bring Your Spouse to the US? So which route is better, a fiancé visa or a marriage visa? The answer becomes very clear once you understand both processes. Let's start with the fiancé visa process. The fiancé visa is available to those who are intending to marry their US citizen significant other. If you are already married, then this option is not available to you. The marriage visa route, on the other hand, is a process that is available only to those that are already married at the time of filing. So if you choose this route, you will have to get married before you start the filing process. Both the fiancé visa and marriage visa start off in a very similar path. They both start with the filing of a visa petition and supporting documents with USCIS. Assuming it is approved, the case is then forwarded over to the NVC. The NVC will provide the immigrant fiancé or spouse with instructions for next steps, such as making a visa application on the approved petition and submitting financial and other evidentiary documents. Once the NVC processing is completed, the case will then be scheduled for an interview by the U.S. Embassy or consulate abroad for the immigrant fiancé or spouse to attend. You, as the petitioner, are not required to be there for the interview. Prior to going to the interview, your fiancé or spouse will need to schedule a medical examination that is required of all immigrants before they come to the U.S. The physician conducting the exam will then send the medical results directly to the embassy. Assuming all goes well at the interview, your fiancé or spouse will be issued a visa and can enter the U.S. Once the fiancé or spouse enters, this is where the cases go drastically different paths. The significant other that entered on a marriage visa becomes a permanent resident upon entry. This is also known as being a green card holder. They will be mailed a green card and will have a temporary green card stamp on their passport at the time of entry. They can start working and traveling in and out of the U.S. immediately. Now, this is quite different from the case of the fiancé visa entrant. Once the immigrant fiancé enters, they must get married to the U.S. citizen fiancé within 90 days, and thereafter apply with USCIS for adjustment of status to a permanent resident. Additionally, the fiancé cannot work until they apply for and receive employment authorization. Also, they will not be able to travel outside of the U.S. until they receive travel authorization. At the time of this video, both of these documents are taking roughly about 6 to 8 months for USCIS to process. Which is quicker, a fiancé visa or a marriage visa? In the past, a fiancé visa petition and application could have the immigrant fiancé in the U.S. within 5 months. This was much quicker than the marriage visa at that time. However, post-COVID, this is not the case. Now, cases are taking around 12 to 16 months, which is how long the marriage visa is also taking currently. So for now, there's very little time benefit in applying for a fiancé visa versus a marriage visa. Time may speed up in the future. However, this depends entirely on the government and their processing times. Who is the fiancé visa a good option for? Given at the current time, fiancé visas are taking just as long as the marriage visas for the government to process, and that the fiancé visa requires more steps to be taken even after entering the US, the fiancé visa is usually not the preferred option for most people. However, if you are unable to travel to your fiancé to marry them, or your fiancé is unable to travel to you to marry, then the fiancé visa may be the only viable route. If you have any questions specific to your case or need more information, call our office to schedule a phone consultation with a senior attorney at Jeelani Law Firm. Thanks for watching this video. I'm attorney Hashim Jeelani. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and bell buttons to be notified every time I upload a new video.